At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on third down, Fields. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it in fine fashion. Takes me back to this summer when we were touring camps. Remember we watched them practice, and they worked hard in these situations, and they blocked it up perfectly.
And defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 93 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll just get rid of it.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Let's go. 58, boys, 58 for Mike. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll get 34 yards there. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give left side to Montgomery. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Fields on first down. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Touchdown! David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sam Sloman for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 1. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On second down, it's Jones. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To Montgomery to begin the drive. A great move by Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And some space here.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another first down run right there.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Fields now to throw. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Slot man moves right.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Blue striker. 51, Mike 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 51.
2nd and 6. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side on the swing pass. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now back to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw again. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw again on second down. Fields throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 173 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a first down throw. Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On first down, it's Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Jones has it.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Bears, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.